Connecting a form to Mailchimp lets you collect email signups. And you can use Mailchimp to configure and send marketing emails, newsletters, and targeted campaigns. So how do we tie this into a real business site? In this video, we'll do this by grabbing the action URL, setting the action and method in Webflow, and that's it. It's that quick. Let's start with the action URL. Our goal here is to grab from Mailchimp this custom code snippet right here. This all happens in the Audience tab. Now, yours might look different depending on your account. If you see View Contacts here, you can just click it. If you don't, you might need to create a new audience first. Once we've selected our audience, we want to view our list of contacts inside that audience. And once we're in the contacts, we can select Sign Up Forms. We're looking for embedded forms. Let's click that. So we're looking for the form action URL. What does that mean? Doesn't matter, but it's right here. We're looking to grab everything in between the quotes here. But if we click anywhere inside this field, Mailchimp designed this to automatically select the entire code snippet. That's not what we want. We only want the stuff in between the quotes. And there are two ways to get this. First, we can click and drag to select the range we need. And before letting go, before we stop dragging, we can use Command-C on Mac or Control-C on Windows to copy it to our clipboard. But this can be tedious, especially for Greamer, who not only had trouble with multitasking, but also opened up a tear in space-time. The other way to do it is just copy and paste the whole snippet into a text or code editor. Then you can grab the URL. Copy that to the clipboard, and that's all we need for part one. Part two, we're going to go back to Webflow, back to our form, and we'll select the form right on our canvas. Once we do, the element settings panel has all the specific information we need. All we have to do is paste that action URL, the thing we just copied to our clipboard, and then set the method to post. Now, one important note, the fields might not link up properly if the names don't match Mailchimp. So if you're doing a field like phone number, here's how to do it. First, add a field in Webflow. We can option drag or alt drag on Windows to duplicate, to place a copy of something. The keyboard's still floating. And when we option drag, it makes a copy. So we can do that for the label and for the field itself. We'll double click to edit that label. We can call it phone number. But here's the really important part. If we go into the settings on our field, we can set the field type. We're going to come right back to this in a second, so let's leave this exactly how it is. Back in Mailchimp, from our audience, go to View Contacts, and then again to Sign Up Forms. And before we hit the Embed Form, now we'll go into the Form Builder. Let's scroll down and look at this. We can add new fields to the right, but phone number is already in this one. So let's go in and edit that, or at least look at it. The field tag here is phone. Why is that important? Because back in Webflow, we'll want to make sure the field name exactly matches. It should be identical to the field tag in Mailchimp. And that's it. We can publish our site, and then the form should be linked up to Mailchimp. As for Greamer's keyboard, eventually it fell, and it still works today. But that's linking Mailchimp to a project in Webflow.